This is Discover Crypto. My name is DZ. These are the top stories we're looking at today. Bitcoin is at a make or break moment. What is it going to do? Does it want to go up? Does it want to go down? Then we have a heated debate between Peter Schiff, the gold bug, and Nat Brunell. It is fireworks. You're going to want to see that. And I got something I want to point out on the 4-hour chart. I'm in 2 open trades right now. We're going to share those. Let's discover crypto.
Whoa.
Capital flight is coming to the United States. The dollar is going to zero.
And that's what makes Bitcoin so special. You have to have gone through a couple cycles to understand.
Once the price is able to clear this level, the breakout is on its way.
This is your indication to jump in now.
Thank you for joining, everybody. Make sure you go ahead and smash that like button because we got a hour of chock full of entertainment, infotainment, and we're just going to educate you on where we think the markets are heading first. First, I wanted to share, we do have a live look at the Fed. This is straight from Jerome Powell's offices right now. This is the Fed trying to hit 2% inflation. Oh, wow. Just can't seem to hit it there. Wait, maybe the next one. Maybe the next one. Oh, wait. Now Jerome Powell has a handle on it, though. Here, I could tell he really has it. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't quite happen there. But, folks, I'm looking at the charts. I told you I found something a little bit bullish here. I want to give a big shout out to Caleb Franson for first putting this on my radar. First, we got, this, no big surprises on you see a little bit of a bullish divergence forming. Not much. That's about as close as you can get to horizontal. Maybe there's like a slight 1 degree variance in going up there. But you can see from right here to this point right there, we kind of are moving down with price. While meanwhile, we're slightly heading sideways or, maybe even moving up on the RSI. And so this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. What you're seeing up here on the candles, and here we're kind of looking at some RSI, but really, really good divergence forming. Not only do you have it forming right there, if we can confirm this in 1 hour and 26 minutes, we're looking at some really, really strong bullish divergence right here. Now, again, we need this to confirm. We need that green dot to print right there. If we look at Lux Algo, we're seeing the same thing. We don't have a green dot just yet. But if we can confirm this, I am flipping a little bit bullish, at least in the shorter time frames. I do have a couple trades going. I caught the knife, Nick. Look at that right there. That is me catching the knife. Whoa, what is going on? I thought we were just pumping. We were just pumping. And then it looks like we just started dumping. Yeah, we had a nice little 20, 30-minute run up, and then the last 15 minutes, things have been heading down. But I got a nice, I need to move into take profit there. But yeah, look at that. I managed to catch it beautifully. I wish I was live so we could have shared it. I'm also in the T along still. I've closed most of this. I've closed about 80% of the trade. I don't know exactly when we caught it. We got a really, really good entrance point. Oh, we caught that first dip. We caught the second dip. So we caught the dip from back there. Okay, good. So we are in some trades. So big shout out to Blofin. Are you in some trades? Are you in a short? Are you in a long? Nick, how are you feeling right now? You feeling like long or shorting?
I'm feeling like this market is way too volatile for anyone to leverage trade, to be honest.
I feel that. That's why, I wouldn't mind if you wanted to wait for that hour and 24 minutes or so to see if you can get that confirmation on the 4-hour. I do want to say something Caleb said I found pretty important there. You draw the divergences not from the wicks, but from the candle closes. So if you look at the wicks, you're really not seeing much of anything. But if you're looking at the candle closes, you can really see some strong support potentially forming. Again, we need this green arrow. So we got where's the timer? 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 30 seconds. We'll see if this thing can flip slightly bullish, everybody. All right, let's look at CoinGecko. I want to make sure I hit refresh. Because, yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a fresh dump, everybody. We have Bitcoin now down about 5%. Even though we're in some longs, we're going to make sure we keep these things profitable, but we are hoping for a bounce back. We have Ethereum down 4.3%. But look at Salami. Salami being the big salami here. This thing is almost down 11%. It is down 23% in the last 7 days. Basically down 30%.
We had a question about Salami.
Yeah.
From Claudio, $10 super chat.
Hey, appreciate that.
Would you have swapped your Cardano or Solana for Ondo?
But I've switched into that real world asset play that, the tokenization, the Blackrock coin, some are calling this. I don't know if I would deploy my Solana or Cardano. I always feel like my salami bag, my Cardano bag, they could always be a little bit bigger. I am not too interested in, selling those assets. That I would want to put fresh capital or maybe more of the speculative profits. So you got a coin that's ranked 200 to 500 and you've 5 extra money like Arrow. I know Arrow's down a little bit today. That's the money I would put around. My Cardano, I put to work for me, just staking. I get rewards every 5 days. My Solana, I put to work for me by buying bad meme coins. And then sometimes you 10x, sometimes you lose 80%. The name of the game is if you just get one 10x out of 10, you're going to be doing better if you walk away 80% losses on the other 9 there. All right, let's look at the rest of the market here. We do have Toncoin also moving above 10% and Avalanche also moving above 10%. Bitcoin Cash also one of the big movers to the downside there. Litecoin holding stronger than almost any coin here. Litecoin only down 2.6%. ICP now out of the top 20. How do you feel about ICP? Should ICP be a top 20 coin, Nick?
What is happening on ICP?
What is happening on ICP? Well, developers say, the things that ICP is trying to do with the front end support and the back end support really, and, smart contract capabilities really, present something pretty unique. So you can only kind of know one coding language and you can build a complete dApp, soup to nuts, right? You can't so much do that. You need, I need a code in this for the web page and I need a code in this for the smart contract capability and I need a code in this to get Amazon Web Cloud Services. ICP, you're just doing everything all at once in one coin. So that I would say that's what they're doing. They're trying to make a one-stop shop coin to build dApps.
They are. And they're doing some interesting AI plays. I saw Dominic the other week. They have on-chain AI, which is interesting.
Okay, is that brought to you by Vin Diesel and Fast and Furious?
Unfortunately, no, which is, for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm out too. Because I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Yep.
With friends, family, Corona, and leverage trading.
And VTech.
Yes, that's right. Hit the NOS, bro. Hit the NOS. RIP Paul Walker. Too soon. All right. If we look, are there a couple gainers? There are some couple gainers. And what did we have a long on, everybody? We are long on TIA. The basis was TIA likes $10. TIA does like $10. And so when I saw these dips to $8, I knew I had to deploy. So TIA is one of the better gainers here. We also have OKB and Sam Altman's coin now coming in at $5. WorldCoin, one of the better gainers here. If we look at WorldCoin's total performance, flirted with $12. Down right now, kind of testing some of the lows that we saw with this local top. I think WorldCoin's going to go up. I just can't really buy Sam Altman's coin.
Yep.
I just don't know if I would ever want to do that. All right. So other than that, though, ZBAC is flat. And then after that, everything is in the red. We got the stables. Who's the biggest loser, though?
This is great. This is beautiful buying opportunities.
Yeah. What are you buying today? Or this, if you were to DCA today, what would you buy? Chat. What coin would you buy today? Maybe, we're doing a giveaway on X. We're going to do a $20 giveaway.
Okay.
Hey, maybe buy that coin if you retweet. What are you buying today?
I have no dry powder. So what I'm buying is I'm selling. I'm selling all of my silver. I have silver in my house. I have literally just a bag of silver. I'm going to a coin shop and I'm going to sell that.
Is it in a Crown Royal bag?
Very close.
Yeah. Burlap sack that, could be turned into a kid's dress or something.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn that into dry powder and then I'm going to buy a coin that I will tell you once we hit 350 likes.
Okay. And we want to give a big shout out to Dubai and Josh. Josh is on the way to Dubai if he's not there already. He should be about landing around now. And Owen is down there. It's just Josh and Owen, right?
Yeah, it's just Josh and Owen. And apparently it's raining in Dubai and everything is flooding. There's like footage of like the Token 2049 event.
Well, let's actually, let's pull that up. This is risky scrolls here, folks. So stay glued because now we're doing risky scrolls on X. I don't know what's going to be down here currently in Dubai. The weather is brutal. Let's see. I saw some. Look at the water. They actually have water. You know, I mean, these are Manolo Blahniks. You know what I mean? Like people just walking around. But I'm taking the shoes off. I don't care. I'm gonna walk around barefoot there.
Is that doo-doo water? Whoa.
Here we have that looks like you know, maybe one of the concrete ditches that they're built. That is insane. So yeah, they're not built for rain.
They're not.
And yeah, we're feeling the pain right there. I should probably just quit while we're ahead. But wait a minute. What's
the
this?
Richard Hart documentary.
Oh, okay, that's the documentary right there.
Did he just troll? Did he just like pay to have that come up?
All right.
That can't be it. That's Dubai.
That's it. I mean, this is well, here's the thing. You don't have any kind of drainage system. So 2 inches can create what you're seeing 2 feet when it all starts rolling down into the same area.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's some kayaks right there. Yeah. I think I even saw an Uber. I don't know if it was Photoshop. They had something where they did have boats taking people to and from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine getting picked up at the airport. You're going to, you know, your first crypto conference, maybe ever, first time ever being in Dubai. People's, oh man, UAE, what they're building there, you know, it's so insane. I'm so bullish on their technology and on their government. And you go there and you're like, what the heck is going on? I didn't know I had to be in a submersible vehicle.
Yeah, it's like Venice, baby.
Now this one can't be real, right? With that old truck right there. Okay, that's an old clip. All right. Now we're seeing some fake clips. Okay, so yeah, that is a token 2049.
There's just like Katrina footage now.
Okay, too soon. Andrew Callahan just did Lex Friedman from All Gas No Brakes.
Congrats to him.
His origin story was in New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, he worked as a bouncer in the French Quarter and lived in the French Quarter, like 12 blocks away. Wow. And he said every day walking home after his shift, it was like a scene from The Warriors. That's what he said.
Yeah. What a great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Maybe overrated, but it's still a really good movie. All right. Here we have, let's see, keep scrolling. All right. Now I don't know. Maybe we need a trigger warning because this is.
I was triggered when I saw the preview of it.
It's like an unalive warning. Someone's about to get bodied in a bad way, bodied in a serious way. Yeah. Buried. Peter Schiff. The gold bug, this guy right here, and friend of the channel, Nat Brunel, she's been on. I think we got an interview from about 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
I'll post that in the chat. I'll post it in the chat.
Yeah. So we're going to put up an interview with this lady right here. We're only going to play 1 minute. This is 5 minutes.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. So we're going to have...
You really need a smoke break afterwards. It's pretty great.
Yeah, go ahead and get your cigarette or whatever smoking device that you're using there. Yeah, so Charles Payne, he's going to set the stage. And Peter Schiff, he's going to come out swinging. He doesn't come out. He's coming out like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. And wait till you see Nat Brunel's response. That's all. I don't want to color your opinion anymore.
Oh, we got no audio. Man, that thing sucks.
Oh man,
so
all right.
bad.
So let me go ahead and hit refresh. All right, here I'll even show you so you guys can see. Okay, we do that, and then we bring it up.
BJ's got to fix that because that is terrible.
Yeah. It's a VMix thing.
There we go. We got it now.
If Natalie were smart, as soon as this segment is over, she would sell all of her Bitcoin. Because if she doesn't sell it now, she's going to sell it later at a much lower price.
All right. Well,
all right. That laughter looks to me like he doesn't actually believe what he's saying. That's the guy who's like, I didn't take money out of the cash register.
Yeah.
Listen to how he laughs after he says this.
Smart, as soon as this segment is over, she would sell all of her Bitcoin. Because if she doesn't sell it now, she's going to sell it later at a much lower price.
You don't even believe the words you're saying.
Fighting words, and I think they're similar drivers for both. But let me introduce the two. Natalie, meet Peter. Peter, meet Natalie. All right, Natalie.
Here we go.
Words for you. What would you tell Peter?
Oh, I know Peter. And you know what? Bitcoiners don't feel the need to constantly attack gold because we're not threatened by gold. And the reason that we have this failed fiat experiment that has impoverished our nation is because of the defects of gold. The fact that it's not easily portable, it's not easily verifiable, it doesn't offer instant final global settlement. And so you know what? Centralized authorities hijacked it, they papered over it, and we have a system of leverage and rehypothecation.
His smile doesn't reach his eyes.
That hurts the working class. Bitcoin is immune.
That's the smile you have when you have constipation.
To all of that. It is the savings account for billions of people that we really need and can most rely on. And it offers that final global settlement that we need. And so gold is the analog version of sound money. but Bitcoin is the digital version, and that's why it's going to be the faster horse in this race.
Peter?
That was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard when he said, yeah, but later on, he's like, yeah, but, look at Bitcoin is getting clobbered and gold is up, check notes, 0.84% in the 24 hours. So he's saying, well, obviously I'm right. Look at the last 24 hours. That reminds me of? That reminds me of the person that says global warming is not real because of the weather today, or global warming is real because of the weather today. That is not really a good argument. That's a terrible argument. That is just an insanely bad argument to make. Well, clearly it's better because of the past 24 hours.
That reminds me of that Mad Men, that line in Mad Men where Don gets into the elevator with that guy and the guy goes, I feel bad for you. And Don goes, I don't think about you at all.
Yes. I feel sorry for people like you. Right. Great scene, great series.
Great show. Never a bad season. Great show.
I will say this. I was a diehard Game of Thrones fan. And I'm talking about pre-season 6. I'd read the books. I watched episode 1, a Sean Bean fan from way back. Like me and my roommate were like, let's watch Game of Thrones episode 1. I was super excited. And there's Sundays they came out. I would get off work from a bar. I'd come home about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'd only have time to watch one show. I would watch Mad Men over Game of Thrones. And that's when I was like, God, this show really is actually just phenomenally good. All right, here we keep... should I give the people some good tips from the world's best trader?
Is this the make or break moment for Bitcoin? Just talk about?
No, that's mostly in the chart. So folks, we are still watching that chart. I'm looking, we are looking to confirm this hour. We're an hour and 12 minutes away. If we're going to go to 12, do we see? Okay. So we have confirmed on the 2 hour, a little bit of some bullish divergence. You can see, you see a little bit of a RSI is moving up as the price of Bitcoin is heading down. So we do have confirmation of a little bit of a bullish divergence on the 2 hour. Really, though, I'm kind of waiting for the 4 hour. I feel a little bit better about that. If we were to go out, let's maybe check the 6 hour. That one's going to be a little bit tougher. We're 3 hours and 11 minutes away. But we are seeing a little bit of bullish divergence play out right here. So a lot of times when you see a 4 hour, 6 hour bullish divergence, they'll fake you out, go a little bit lower, and then, that's when you end up seeing hopefully we're going to end up seeing that. I expect a little bit of resistance around this 65, 66 level right there. All right, now this is GCR. Rec Fencer, if you never heard of Rec Fencer, really, really good person to follow when you want degen picks, like the under $100 million market cap, crazy Solana airdrop, something like that. Rec Fencer is great for airdrops and like breaking alpha. This guy is more of a macro trader. This guy's more of a behemoth. A whale, the whale of whales. He's the pod boss, the whale pod boss. He's the one in the cell that has all the ramen packs. He predicted Luna crash, FTX collapse, and the market top. He spent this guy Rec Fencer, who's also a really great source of information. He spent hours analyzing his 1,000+ tweets, his millionaire making advice for this cycle. So hit that like button. If you like some general advice on how to be a millionaire. I got to dip on that. All right, I scrolled down, so I'll share this as well. Good morning, Mr. 100, by the way. He bought 404 of today's 900 Bitcoin.
Dang
just for reference, this time next week, 450 a day will be made. It's 9 a.m. I'm sorry, this is 7 a.m. at this time, and he already bought that. All right, let's deep dive and do this. So GCR, we're going to say what it stands for. Before we jump in, all right, GCR, one of the best crypto traders, gigantic cassocked rebirth on FTX. That was his trading name. He became known for his FTX trading. Why? Because of the leaderboard. So from 21 to 22, about 3-4 years ago, frequently appearing on the top traders leaderboard, beating out many of the traders' highest overall P&Ls. Despite his anonymity, began at the bottom, worked his way to the top, making his fortune through trading. If you know anything about these trading leaderboards, it's actually very, very difficult to make it to the top if you're a whale. It's super easy to make it with trading $8, 75x leverage, and you do it 10 times. And eventually you catch the bottom, and then you're like, oh, look at my P&L. My P&Ls are insane. It's really, really hard when you're trading with size. So you reach the top through inverse trades, okay? It doesn't pay to be right. It pays to be non-consensus right. What does DZ mean by that? You don't want to be saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin's going to go up when it's $16,000. What you want to do is you want to be non-consensus, right? So when fear's at the most, max pain, everyone's thinking, oh my God, it's over. That's when you want to make a big bet. That's when you would bet on, maybe something defunct that's about to bounce back. You want to be non-consensus, right? You don't want to be agreeing with everybody, because then the gains are split amongst everybody. But if you're the only one raising your hand and you're saying, oh, I'm making a non-consensus bet, then out of 100 people, you're splitting the pot with like you and 2 other autists. And so you want to be non-consensus, right? So this was exemplified from his legendary $20 million Luna short in May 22. This is when everybody was chasing yield. Taco, I'm joking. Taco, a lot of people were chasing the yield.
He deserved it.
Couple people got wrecked from it. I lost 2 ETH on Celsius. So, I never chased the UST yield, but I chased a little yield. I end up losing some ETH there. He's one of the few who publicly made a real fortune. Here's the rules. So, I mean, you can go down and you could see his tweets from this period and, break down what he was thinking. Work harder during easy times. So next piece of advice, work harder during the easy times. So it's important to occasionally touch the grass. Folks, it is good to maybe break away from the screen every now and then. If anything, touching grass will make you a better trader than living in the basement staring at a screen 24/7. Take a breath, recollect your thoughts, cool down, come off that adrenaline high. And maybe you miss 1 trade out of 10, but then you're going to be in a better mental position for the other 9 out of 10. Go against the crowd, kind of just said that, non-consensus, right? Here's another good lesson. New shiny coins are better than the old coins. Now, I'm a little bit biased. I love Cardano, but this is something we've been kind of saying, you can put a little money in Doge, but why not get the top meme coin on a new chain or a new meme coin? And so here's what we're looking at here. Low circulating supply, new narratives, motivated teams. Fina, the new Maker, ETHFi, new Lido, with the new Doge. So, new coins better than old coins. Nick, what are your thoughts on just that broad assessment?
There are many reasons for that.
There's many reasons for that. One is you're more likely to be in price discovery.
Yep. And so there's a little bit of like a double dragon here, if I can say that. The
video game on NES.
Yes. That if you ask normies what crypto that they've bought, what are the top 3? It's usually Dogecoin number 1.
Yeah.
Litecoin.
Yeah.
And then it will be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about crypto degens, yes, new coin is better than old coin. When we're talking about legacy folks, normies, old coin is better than new coin, usually.
Yeah.
At least for their onboarding process. And they're gonna make a bunch of dumb mistakes once they taste, the guzzling.
There's a Lindy effect with some old coins.
That's
Ethereum, Bitcoin. But yeah, I would say, the 25 to 100, that's where you're going to see a lot of dead weight, a lot of just floating flotsam.
Like EOS.
Okay. Yeah. EOS, I'd need to do a little bit more research in that just before I make that bold proclamation that it's dead and EOS is dead and no one should like it. But I have heard a lot of people say that. So it makes me want to do a little bit more digging. And now I got some advice. Say you don't have that much funds and you're like, all right, well, that's great if you're a millionaire already, or, you got your parents giving you $10K to start with. But what about me? I got nothing. All I got is $4.99 for a super chat. What do I do? Speaking of which, could these past few weeks of downward actions be the post-halving dump? There seem to be an accelerated bull run due to the ETFs. I think that is a great assessment, P Thunder. I think we are ahead of schedule. We're kind of 8 months ahead of schedule. And a lot of times there is a little dump within a month or two after. And so maybe we're getting a little bit of a dump ahead of time. But that might mean we get also an earlier top. And so I don't know, that's going to be hard to predict. I'm still leaning towards Q3 2025 for a cycle top. Well, let's talk about you don't have that much funds. Okay. So what do? There is life-changing opportunities for you if you don't have a lot of funds. Rec Fencer, breaks it down here. He was tweeting about this GCR in 2023. Farm airdrops to earn your initial capital. They give you a rare opportunity where you earn even $100,000 for free. Most people miss out due to laziness. But if you haven't digested, if you don't have much cash looking to get capitalized, there's no greater opportunity than farming. Airdrops really can change your life. And then we have how to spot the bull run end. All comes down to momentum and price action. Predicting the cycle is nearly impossible, but observing how prices react to news will give you better insights. In bull markets, any news tends to positively impact the price. Stay alert. Now, this is great advice. This is something I heard from Justin first. First, I'll read this tweet. Trading alt season for years, one of the best indicators for how much juice is left, how the alts react to news, announcements, listing, and shields. When a season is about to rug, aka bull market's over, traders still long news, but instantly get dumped on. When time left, late longs still get rewarded with continuation. And so this is good advice I heard from Justin. I'll wrap it up with this one. In a bull market, good news makes the market go up.
Yep.
When the music has stopped playing, that's when you get some crazy news and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to check the chart. I just read a headline, so let me pull up CoinGecko, and I know Bitcoin's going to move up 4%, and it's down 2%. You're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. That means the juice is out. That means the juice has left the juice box.
The juice is loose?
The juice is loose.
Okay.
Shout out to Orenthal James. The music has stopped playing, but what's happening is their ears are still ringing. And so they still think like, oh yeah, it's a good time. There's going to be a chair for me to sit on 2 days from now, 2 months from now.
False.
And then when they go to sit down, they fall on their ass. That was my one cuss word. I usually don't cuss. So yeah, that is a really, really great advice. Rec Fencer, just want to share that. All right, so Hodl, he bought, is this new? Okay, so yesterday, he ended up buying 610 of the 900.
Damn.
And you saw that. Let me just check, just because it could be more refreshings here. No, just now, yeah, he's still 400 of the 900. So he hasn't bought anything just yet. 600 yesterday, 400 today. It's 11 a.m. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's check in on the longs. Okay, they're still just doing all right.
You want to see an interesting metric?
Yeah, what's that?
Pull up the fear and greed index. See where we're at.
All right. This should auto-populate.
This will be your sign, folks.
All right, fear and greed index.
What the frick?
I hate it when it does that. I clicked on that one time, and then it just does that now. Alternative.me, I think, is the one. Or is it CoinStats? One's the good one. One's, I can't remember which is. Get out of here.
Look at that.
All right, 65.
65.
Yesterday, 74. Last week,
10-point pullback.
Yeah, we needed it.
Yeah, we needed it. So I'm again, like, I think timing your buys right now, like, it's really hard to do. But when we're backwards sliding into, towards the 50s, towards fear, I would say your buying opportunity is still not opened up yet.
Yeah, in a bull market, though, it could hang out in this green area for a very long time and keep pumping.
So this isn't a bad buying opportunity.
No.
Bad is when we're in the 70s and 80s. Like, that's not great.
I would say that. Yeah. Could you get a better opportunity? Oh, certainly. Yeah. Could this be the best opportunity for the next 2 months? Certainly as well. No one can predict that perfectly. If they could, they'd be a billionaire. All right, let's see. Just kind of talking about the weekend action. Fear of war triggered the de-risking on the weekend. The only asset that trades globally on the weekends, Bitcoin, really, really taking the beating there. TradFi markets had their bit of a panic today. All of this overreaction and will wash over soon. Then it will be Omega time. Are you feeling bullish with the theater of war? Are we going to bounce up higher, or is this theater of war going to turn into more of a serious play, a reality show, if you will? I'm
just going off of what the military-industrial complex is telling me, and they're telling me to prepare for war. My brother-in-law, who's in the Air Force, says we are moving the most amount of hardware over to Europe that he's ever seen in his entire almost 20-year career there.
Okay.
So they're not moving hardware just to increase their carbon footprint. Okay. Like, they're doing it for a reason. So.
All right. Not posturing. Yeah. I mean, you got the inside info, I don't want to say anything contrary to that. I did have someone point this out to me. They said, Meet Kevin is freaking out because Jamie Dimon sold some stock.
Yes.
He's never sold stock ever. I did some digging into that. Jamie Dimon announced in October of last year that he planned on selling 12% of his holdings during 2024. This is part of a pre-approved plan.
Yeah.
And the reason that he gave back then was diversification of his portfolio. But the rumor mill was saying, oh, he's gearing up to eventually retire in the next few years. And when you're that rich and you have that much of your company stock, they don't want you just retiring and then dumping, 2% of the supply, tanking the stock. So there's a structured plan, and he works with his tax advisors and everything.
Why hasn't Meet Kevin done any of the influencer fighting yet?
I'm not.
He's
usually
a tall guy, right? Like he's not short. He could do it.
Who would he go against? Like who's a good match for him? I don't know.
Guy from Coin Bureau.
That's actually a good one. Actually a good one. Yeah, I would.
Although Guy is on the short side.
Guy's British though,
yes, and so he's gonna be like, it's either gonna go where he's gonna do the have at you, or it's gonna be like freaking what is it, Snatch, the Guy Ritchie. He's gonna be like a dirty Guy Ritchie fighter.
Yeah, see, I was thinking it'll be like real posh, like kerchiefs and gloves, or it's like kind of like what you were saying. He's gonna like down a pint, crack his neck like real violently, and then be ready to tussle. All right, let's see here.
But we won't talk about Cardano at all.
No, Cardano will not get brought up. Here we have some from Santiment as well. Key stakeholders aren't budging on their holdings despite concerning volatility that brought the market cap market cap here. The market value as low as 61K over the weekend. So the big whales, they ain't moving. They ain't getting shaken out. In fact, it looks like some are actually accumulating here. So 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin accumulated. 1,000 to 10,000 accumulated. And then the mega whales, they also accumulated there. So what are the whales doing? They're not getting shaken out by what we're seeing overseas. If anything, they're buying more. All right, Bitcoin sees record fees in 2024 as the halving approaches. It's getting more and more expensive to transact here. So it recorded its highest one-day fees in 2024, reaching $11 million. Let's see. Interestingly, Bitcoin and Ethereum fees are starting to converge. But meanwhile, hash rate continuing to trend higher, the 4% increase in April. I do have something that was maybe a reason for that there. Could be Runes. Runes is, kind of helping propel the fees here. Runes will help Bitcoin DeFi close the gap on Ethereum and Solana, according to Franklin Templeton. I could break this article down, or I could just give a quick ELI5 like Runes ecosystem. So a lot of people very, very bullish on Runes. We gave you a coin. They gave you some Bitcoin airdrops. That was LFG. Now we got a lot of dumping here. So maybe it's a good opportunity for people to get in. I don't know. This coin might be down 50%, 25%. It's up 25%.
It's at no. That's the wrong one.
Oh, it's not less effing gas.
It's at LFG.
Oh, that's right. It's black. Yeah, it was the black one. Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So now you can get in at 8 cents. We got in. All right. Maybe some good opportunity here. I did not take profit on it. Did you take profit on it?
No, I did not. I'm not taking profit for a while.
God, I saw this pump. I was like, holy crap, I'm so up. Yeah, I'm just kind of long-term bullish too. So I'm kind of agreeing.
What's the market cap?
Market cap. They don't have a listed fully diluted valuation though. Only $34 million.
That's so low, bro.
Yeah. I'm a little bit hesitant to take a profit on coins still below 50, still below 60, 70. It's like, well, you got a lot more room to grow there. All right. Just quick ELI5 version of the Runes ecosystem. Early users, you'll enjoy the ride. You should not miss. Here's a couple things to know. What is it? Not a project, not a token. It's a protocol. Projects building on the protocol, they'll launch tokens you could trade after the halving. It's the most important thing you should understand. So again, Runes, not a project, not a token, it's a protocol. Timeline, launching on the halving day. This was yesterday. 3 days from now, we're now in pre-Runes phase. There is no token on Runes. However, projects are trying to gain user base as much as they can with the pre-Runes NFT collection. Pre-Runes collections, you can get them on Magic Eden. They're using the NFT sale approach to engage with the community here. All right, so check that out there if you want to get some of the pre-Runes. Example, Rune Stone, leading collection by Leonidas. They're airdrop to holders who had more than 3 inscriptions. 112,000 eligible wallets to receive this airdrop worth $5,000. Runestone holders will receive 3 meme coin airdrops in total. This is one example of the gamification here. $600 million market cap currently limits the upside, plus its value will be diluted. My strategy, okay, there he has a strategy. There he has a couple picks there. So you can wait and see there. So that's your ELI5 on Runes. One thing I found interesting, Runes is the protocol only. I thought, well, that is Runes, and Runes is a project, but no, it's just people using the protocol's name.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting there. Felt like I learned a little something there. All right, Woo blockchain. According to So Value, yesterday's net outflows of Bitcoin spot ETFs, $36 million.
Like nothing.
Really isn't. Grayscale slowing down. Now Grayscale's outflows down to 110 million. Pretty soon it's just going to be averaging, double digits. Now standing in a single day, historical net outflow now stands $16 billion. So only 110 million right there. Quick back of the napkin math here. That is going to be 7, 8, round 8, around 7.5. Then it's about 8% of. It's like 0.5%. Yeah, very, very small amount. Less than very, very small amount there. Bitcoin spot ETF with the highest single day inflow. Number one inflow, still Blackrock. So no big surprise there. Blackrock, they brought in $73 million. All right, so that's the daily chart right here. Yeah, a little bit of a downside there, but the green days are just much, much bigger than the red days. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more green days in the future, and a lot bigger ones too. All right, and I'm not giving you the dookie. Analyst sees Bitcoin rallying to new all-time highs around the halving. Do you have any halving price predictions, Nick, on what you think the halving will do? Like, is the halving going to move it a bunch on that day? What do you think is going to happen? I could pull that up in TradingView too.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be flat. I don't think it's going to be significant price action immediately. Like just like with the ETFs, we really haven't seen like big trades. It's just been accumulation for BlackRock to have it on hand. I think it takes 6 to 9 months for normies for these banks and institutions to like print out the pamphlets and start talking to people about the new financial products that they have, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they have to update websites, things that people don't think about. Like, I go to Bank of America and the teller's just going to be shilling me Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not at all how it'll work out.
Yeah. So you look at the supply, we're talking about a supply shock. Look at the inverse of that, where we printed $4 trillion in the course of a year. What that did, and shut down the economy at the same time. What did that do to the economy? Well, no one knew. It took 3 or 4 years for that to start to rear its ugly head. So when Bitcoin has this gigantic supply shock, when demand is at an all-time high, no one would say that demand is not near an all-time high. It's going to take a couple of months for that to actually shake out. So is it going to be immediate? No. Most of the miners have sold already. Like there's, as far as miner holding of Bitcoin, it's almost at zero. So
yeah, miner holdings like really close to multi-year lows, exchanges multi-year lows. So I mean, eventually, you got Mr. 100. He's not stopping. You got the issuing about a cut in half. I think there's going to be a little volatility around those days. Well, let's get in the DeLorean. And what the heck happened last Bitcoin halving? I just went in reverse, everybody. This is May 11th, 2020. This is the last Bitcoin halving. You see the nice, strong vertical yellow line right there. And if we look, it was actually a very, very good pump leading up. Now this, honestly, you just kind of have to draw a big X right there. This is March 2020. It happened then. Big COVID crash. The COVID crash really wiped out a lot of people there. Just kind of wonder from the beginning of that, what are you doing there? Get out of here. All right, let's see. Try that one more time. Yeah, just to get the bottom of that wick. Yeah, it went down 58%.
Holy crap.
In 4 days. What? I didn't know it was that crazy. 60% in 4 days. And so, yeah, you want to talk about, oh my God, Bitcoin fell 10% in 12 hours. I'm panicking. Imagine then. Do you remember what you were doing then? I wasn't even watching the Bitcoin price chart day to day. I was streaming Magic the Gathering 7 days a week, and I'd already freaked myself out about the pandemic like in January. And so I'd already gotten like the FOMO and the panic and the rushed Costco purchases, stocked up on I did all that here. And then by then it was like, kind of like how most people felt 3 months after S hit the fan. They're like, now what? Now what? What were you doing during these this volatile period?
I was getting orange pilled. I was sitting in my backyard. My wife was pregnant, and I was on Clubhouse listening to Bitcoin Maxis.
Yeah,
for like literally 6 hours a day.
I'm trying to think. I remember seeing. All right. I'm trying to think what cryptos I held at that time. It was Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think I was already at a Chainlink. Didn't hold any Cardano then. I'd have to honestly, I'd have to fire up my Coinbase app and like look at some of that stuff. But back to the halving, we got a little distracted there talking about March. All right, so you can see we led into the halving with a nice pump. What about the dump? So what was this dump? So you see a little bit of a wick there. We're just going to start from the candle start there. This is a pretty good crash. I mean, that was a very, very strong wick.
All right, 17%, not bad.
No, not bad. And then it kind of settled to like a 12, 13% dump right there. And then it was a little bit of a pump. So what did the pump after the fact look like? So we just started at the bottom of the next day's candle. We catch the wick there. I mean, you got a nice little 15% pump. But then, I mean, you fast forward 2 weeks and Bitcoin's moved 3%. And when Bitcoin's $9,000 to only move 3%, I mean, it basically feels like nothing. It feels like just basically nothing. Then you go 3 weeks, we got a 20% pump. So we turned a 2% pumped into a 20% pump in the matter of 7 days. So I expect a lot of volatility. No one knows for sure if it's going to pump or dump on Bitcoin's halving day. No one knows for sure. If they did, they'd bet their entire net worth on a long or a short. Do it then. Do it. But the fact is, no one knows for sure. But what we do know, there's going to be fireworks. It's going to be volatile. And I don't know if I'm going to be on the sidelines. I might want to be in the arena.
How long did it take for this to really start going parabolic? How many months was it?
You're talking about the 20. Well, there we go right there. You can see it July. This was DeFi summer.
So March, April, May, June, July. So about 5-ish months for it to really start to leg up.
Yeah. And when did Uniswap do its airdrop? Trying to think of when the Uniswap airdrop was. All right, but if we look, you got a very nice pump. You're looking at a 30%. I thought it was a little bit higher, but 30% in 12 days feels pretty good. I mean, if you just catch that first wick right there, I mean, you got 25% just in a few days. If you really want to try to make it look like moon math, you would catch the bottom of this candle and you would say, oh my God, in one day we jumped 20%. And so that would be the real bullish period right there. So you jump 20% in 24 hours.
And then we keep on, and then it just keeps on going. Then we go almost parabolic from that, right?
Then we start getting closer to Tesla buying, micro strategy. So Tesla bought in October. They didn't announce until January, but this is Q4 2020 is what we're seeing right there. And yeah, it's like if you worked at Tesla or SpaceX and you heard that Elon is putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet, wouldn't you just freaking buy everything? All the Bitcoin you could buy right then.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? If you look at the Pi cycle top indicator, which, yeah, I know, right? Good God in heaven.
Bring us back to that, man.
The Pi cycle top indicator, which has called the top of every single cycle, has its bands. Basically, it's the 350-day EMA and the 111 EMA. And when they cross or touch, that's basically the top of that cycle. And you can actually pull this up on Glassnode. It's free on Glassnode to show people. Awesome chart. Everyone should know this. We are tightening. Our bands are now tightening. So see if you can find this on Glassnode, DZ.
What, say it one more time. What band?
Pi cycle. PY. Not PY. PI.
Pi cycle top indicator, right?
Yeah. Previous administration hated this indicator because it called the top correctly.
All right. Let's see here.
This thing is awesome. Everyone needs to know this thing.
I do remember being talked about a lot. I was just trying to do a time. I was just trying to scroll. I'm stuck in trading view mode.
Double click on the actual map or on the thing. Yeah. Just double click anywhere and it'll zoom all the way out. Yep. Okay. There you go.
All right.
Yeah. When they're far apart, that's like the most bearish sentiment. And when they're starting to close together, that's when things start to get bullish. And when they're really, really tight, that's when we're starting to go parabolic. And you can see that, especially in 21, they were very, very tight for a long, long time. The 2017 one, they were just tightening and tightening like forever. Now we're still very fat. We are very wide. At the very end here, the last update was from April 10th, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go to touch.
Yep. See how thick that got in the middle? How wide that is? Yeah.
Probably you do miss out on that second top in 21 though.
Yeah, you do. You do, because it was manufactured. Like, you should have known. That was your sign. It's not coming back. Because Sam and everyone had.
So that's your sign that it's not going to 100K.
Yeah, that's your sign. But now, if you look at what it is now, if you zoom in on, if you double click,
right now it's starting to do the converge, which reminds me of like this period right here. Is that kind of what you're thinking too?
We got a ways to go. We have a ways to go. So I'm kind of I'm adjusting my hypercycle theory based on this, because this looks more like this behavior looks way more like the 2020. You look at 2015, 2016, how it was wide for a long, long time. Zoom. So on the actual chart, just zoom out.
Yeah, they're just, this mouse sucks also.
Yeah.
But.
So if you look at the 2015 bands, they were wide for a long, long time, and then were tight for a really long time.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're going.
Okay, wide for a long time, tight for a long time. Because right there you can see we had that nice little pump in 2019.
Yeah.
Where people were saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's never going to die. We're going to hit 20K super early." All right, I feel good looking at this. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll be looking at this in the weeks and months ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick,
for
that one. Hit that like button if you like that, what we were just looking at. All right, we do have a couple other things I want to look at. Bitcoin miners could be forced out of Norway with the data center law. Why? They're saying it's greenhouse gas emissions. Do we actually think it's greenhouse gas emissions, or is it's a means of freedom?
I honestly do think that this is just Green Party capture, and they're just stupid.
Yeah, just people, you know what? Just build more nuclear plants. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
folks.
but they can't do that.
All right, Germany's largest federal bank to offer crypto services in Q2. So I would say that's pretty big there. Landesbank Baden-Württemberg, the largest federal bank in Germany. How many assets? $333 billion. And they just announced a partnership with Bitpanda, a big crypto platform in Europe. And it looks like it's going to launch in H2 of 2024. So, hey, I would say that's a little bit of bullish news as well. All right, so now we got another video that's going viral right now. I was looking forward to playing this. Banker in Canada refusing to give a customer their own money. Have you seen this yet?
Oh, yeah.
This thing got me heated up. And if you haven't, you might need to be sitting down. All right, this is also gonna upset you. And you know what? Let's just go ahead. We'll do this first. We don't know if it's needed, but we're gonna do it. And
I tried. I saw him in the room. I go to the NDI. I try to play it, and didn't show up. Had no audio. What can I say? Some people.
I will say this Cardano long better bounce soon, because I've left a lot of profits on the table. This was 2-3 a.m. If I were to draw, I didn't want to draw and take profit because I wanted to still be in the trade for the stream this morning.
Yep.
If I were to draw the profit line though, I was going to probably take profit right there. I wouldn't have caught the top. I'm not even going to pretend I would have caught the top. I would have put it right there, probably right even with this wick top, maybe minus a couple bucks, which is pretty much right there. And so, kind of frustrated that I've left a lot of profits on the table. I mean, this was 200K or 200 plus, but now stings the nostrils. All right, now let's get to this video. Banker refusing customer his withdrawal, AKA they're stealing his money.
I can't. Wait, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
So I will either give you a bank draft, or if you're gonna get cash, I will need an invoice for the car purchase.
Why? No, I'd like to. It's for the car's payments for in cash. I can't use a bank draft.
I need a receipt on what you're gonna buy. Well, I'm gonna buy the thing, so I don't have a receipt.
Are you buying from like a private?
Yeah, it's private.
person?
It's literally from my friend.
From your friend?
Yeah, but he wants it in cash.
Can he give you like anything that you're purchasing from him?
No, I don't. You don't need that. Bro, what is it? I'm only asking for 3.
Why does this guy sound like Steiny from Nelk?
I I know.
I
What is this? It's my money. I'm allowed to withdraw from my own bank account.
Yeah, so I can.
You said that what's the maximum limit you can give a withdrawal to a customer? It's $3,000 on the date. You've already mentioned that multiple times.
Yeah, not today.
Why not today?
All right, so yeah, we got a policy that says you can withdraw 3K every day. All right, well, let me withdraw 3K today. Oh, no, not today.
Today I would need the bank draft or would get an invoice.
But why you need proof of what it is? Why is that? And why is
Yes.
that? Why is that? Why do you need me to tell you what it is? What kind of proof is that? I bring in a note? Like what is that going to change? I don't understand.
So that would
You need to give my
you
money.
actually buying-
I'm not taking a bank drive. I would like cash, please.
Yeah, I won't be able to give you cash today.
Okay, wait. I'm just going to sit here until you give me cash, so I'm not going to leave.
Okay, well, if you want, we can have a sit there.
And then do what? Who am I waiting for?
I can get the manager to talk to you.
Well, yeah, get the manager because
Yeah,
this is
you wanna
like
have a
it's
sit
unbelievable.
I don't even feel like this guy's being a Karen. I feel like,
No.
I wouldn't even say the teller's being a Karen. The teller's just kind of listening to her overlords.
She's a drone.
She's a drone. She's a
Yeah.
drone. But whoever wrote that policy is definitely a Karen, probably doing the bidding of the watchdogs in Canada. Canada just doesn't like freedom at this point. They like to call their ham bacon and they like maple syrup. But
Yeah.
they don't like giving people their own money. What is
Yeah.
going on with that? Canada, you got to try a little bit harder. None of your business, lady, says Rob K. You're not getting it would have me so freaking upset. They're so effed up. Other people just got hot CBDC thoughts there. What were your thoughts watching this?
Well, this is part and parcel for what's happening in Canada. They're ruled by communists. This is a well-known fact.
You're saying because of how Trudeau looks like Castro?
He is the son
Trudeau's
of Castro.
mother
He
was
is-
in Cuba
he
9
is
months prior to his birth.
He is the son of Castro. The whole government of Canada is a sham.
Are you going to show the comparison photo?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. But
do it.
look, if you're Canadian, you need to get your money outside of the Canadian banking system. It is an extremely oppressive system. The government is extremely oppressive and repressive. Yeah, I mean, this teller is the kind of person who thinks 2.5 Men is like good television, right? So, but the fact that the guy moved away from the counter and went and sat in the corner is indicative that Canada is begging for us to take them over. Now is America's time to annex Canada. We have to save these people.
All right. Well, Nick said not show it. I'm showing it anyways.
Damn it.
Again, this is just a fun rumor. No one knows for sure. The picture in color is Justin Trudeau. The picture in black and white is Fidel Castro, around the same age. Some say there's similarities. Did Trudeau's mother spend time in Cuba 9 months before he was born? Yes.
She did, yes.
Yes.
Was
yes.
she,
Is it verified? Yes.
She spoke very positively about Fidel Castro, about how
But
he was an
is
amazing
he
man.
the father? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, everybody. It's just a fun little conspiracy there. That's all. All right. Let's see. Bitcoin miners, where I looked at that, force out of Norway.
We need to
got
look at meme coins, DZ.
Yeah, we do need to look at meme
This
coins. We're
news
running out of
sucks.
time here. People want to know about the meme coins. What do you got for meme coins? Do you want to throw some my way? You want to look at Dex Screener, correct?
Just pull up Dex. We just got a raw dog Dex screener.
So you're more of a Dex Screener guy. I'm more of a Dex Tools guy.
I
I only do it because of the search bar. I hate how the search bar is small and over there.
Oh.
So I don't really use this too much to try to find the next hot gem like
well then-
BJ does. But what are some of the tools you do?
Well, this one, and then I'm also looking at DeFi Llama to see who's having spikes in TVL. And then honestly, I just go on like Bird Eye as well.
Okay. So Bird Eye is .io, correct?
.so.
Oh, SO. Wow. Yes, I'm a human Bird Eye. And Bird Eye, we're using this a couple weeks ago in the office. We were all pulling this up to look at a certain or a certain coin from the basement here.
Yeah. So look up Costco hot dog. Let's see how that's doing. It's just cost. Guys, chat, what are some meme coins that we should look up? Because this is this is the way.
Costco hot dog is one I did not buy.
Oh my. Well,
let's look at the
15-minute chart.
daily. I want to look at the daily chart here. A lot of noise. Okay, I feel good. That thing has
not
moved
bad.
down tremendously.
Tremendously, but it seems to have hit a pretty high higher low.
Yeah, it's down 67, 69%.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I would actually say this is a very strong support level. You can see the bottoms of the candles right there, really, really good support. I mean, that wick kind of just hit it almost perfectly. I think you could have got in a little bit cheaper, right? At 3.8 cents, not even 3.5. Yeah, you could have caught that wick there. That was more Bitcoin bloodbath day. I would say those wicks are not really indicative of its real support there.
Hyperreactive.
I hate that you're making me want to buy Costco hot dog. All right, the thesis for this coin, it has to go to $1.50 because that's what the coins cost or the hot dogs cost. It's not bad marketing.
So jump over to Dex Screener and pull up MOG.
Dex Screener. Okay.
Did you close it? Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna keep them both open.
Yeah.
MOG.
MOG.
Right.
I think that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
liquidity 6 million. Yeah, this looks like the right one.
Yeah.
24-hour volume 1.7 million. Let's put it back on the daily here. Oh wow, yeah, look at that thing just leaving liquidity, just leaving the ecosystem. I wouldn't be interested in being a buyer until we get the 6 zeros and like the 2.5 level. I would want to flirt with the top of these wicks. Not so much the top of the candles, just because degens are going to degen. And then I would probably go up another 10%. So I wouldn't mind being a buyer right at 3. Right now it's at 4. That's my just, not knowing jack all about this project, just kind of looking at the TA. I know it's TA and a meme coin. What is he talking about?
It's on ETH and it's a BRC20.
Okay.
It's an interesting kind of play here.
There might be a little bit of a move right there.
Some people are asking for Boom.
Boom, I was actually in a leveraged trade. I got stopped out. All right. Yeah, I can see a little bit of a buy off that trend line. Okay. I wouldn't hate you if you bought off the trend line there off MOG. All right, Boom. People like Boom. Do you guys even like the meme coin stuff here? We'll keep doing this.
Chat is going absolutely bananas.
Chat likes the meme coin.
Now.
All right, so we got one with liquidity of 44,000, another liquidity of 94,000. Oh, that's a million. Never mind. I was about to say, but if you look at the volume, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, wow. Liquidity is 44 million.
That's incredible.
Yeah, this thing's moving.
Whoa.
Ouch. Also seeing, not what you want to see here, folks. Not nearly enough information. This is in uncharted territories here. The fact that it moved up that much, where it wicks, it sticks. So a lot of people are going to say it's going to reclaim all-time high. I think they might actually be right. But right now, I'd be looking at I would be waiting for flipping resistance into support. So this would be one of those ones where I'm not trying to chase the crazy gains there. These mount it'll just let go of the button. All right, because you might be able to cut. Yeah. I mean, this looks like the XRP chart. Maybe you're gonna break. I wouldn't try to catch a bottom. I would want to flip that into support before I would be interested in going bullish on this one soon. Seeing MFer Pepe. Let's look at some Pepe here. Pepe, you can actually look on TradingView. Pepe's that big. Pepe.
I feel like Pepe's played out.
I don't hate that assessment. Pepe.
It's just you're there to make some scalp trades and then you're done. There's no more explosive Pepe.
Yeah, no one cares about the Pepe anymore. Yeah. Oh man, it's a cool frog. You know what I mean? It's no one cares about the frog. We're not seeing. We don't really have enough data for support there. I wouldn't look at that wick as any kind. Well, dang it, did it? Well, okay. If the wick we saw right here, if it hit perfectly, I would say, man, we got some strong support. The fact that it didn't, I'm not going to try to find support when there's no support there. This one's going to be a risky play as well. We don't really know where the bottom's going to be. If we bounce off this wick line area enough times. Oh wait, is this near 420? Oh my God, is it near 4? It's near 420. Yeah. All right, so that's 420 right there.
Okay, so yeah, I mean that's 419 is your
damn degens
buy signal.
Yeah, then you maybe want to front run it a little with a 4-4 or something like that. So
Chat really wants MFer.
Yeah, they keep spamming that one. All right, is this one even on?
What?
Poloniex? Let's just see. Let's just check. Just double check there. This isn't. Is this related to that project with the NFTs here?
I don't know.
Believe so. If we hit max, okay, yeah, launched less than a month ago. I mean, this doesn't look great. It looks like the insider's been dumping on you. The insider's been dumping on you the whole time. They probably coordinated some sort of campaign here, or Bitcoin pumped, and then what they do, they started dumping on you again, and it just kept dumping and dumping and dumping. That being said, it looks like it likes a nickel. It looks like it likes a nickel. But you would have said the same thing at a dime.
Yeah.
It would have gone above there. You'd be like, it loves a dime. It loves being at a dime. And then you would have bought it. And then you would all of a sudden been telling yourself, nickel's the new dime.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, will penny be the new nickel? You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the guy when you put funds you didn't really have to spend into an asset that falls 80%. Because then guess what? You don't have the dry powder to lower your average entry point and then get in a little bit cheaper. But if you do want to get in cheap, you can get in on Arculus. We do have a code, and we have a link down below for Arculus wallet. If you want to store it a little bit more securely, I don't know if you saw what happened with Trust Wallet, but we got code DC20, and you get 20% off. Yeah, Trust Wallet ended up having some issues there. But speaking of issues, might have some issues getting chocolate in the future. Looks like cocoa hit another all-time high.
Dang.
I don't know if you saw that parabolic chart.
Yeah.
It's hitting in a new all-time highs,
Again.
folks. Yeah, that thing is just going nuts. I do want to, we have a Cardano thing. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. Silver-backed cryptocurrencies, okay, is investment. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm not, all right, I think we're just going to jump straight into Cardano. Who's ready for some Cardano stuff? Y'all guys like Cardano? Base is also doing pretty good. Dex is on Uniswap, Uniswap has been crushing it there. Tether, Taco told me there's a new Tether print of 1 billion minutes before we went online.
Love that.
Let's see here.
That times out with the fear and greed index. They get that dry powder on the side, ready to make some buys.
All right, yeah. So whale alert, $1 billion was minted. This was so hour and a half ago. We did get $1 billion hour and a half ago. We're looking at that 4 hour back to, I know. Look at MF for more. All right, now we're going to look at Bitcoin a little bit. Oh, I think I had it on Binance. Was it on Binance? I lost my lines. Let's see here. I want to look at the 4 hour. I lost my lines. I don't know where my lines are. Come on. All right, so it doesn't look right there. Where are we at on the 3 hour? I don't know what the 3 hour is going to close at. 3 hour just closed 34 minutes ago. Uh-oh, folks. So the 3 hour closed 34 minutes ago. We didn't get a green dot. That is not what we wanted to see. This does not bode well for the 4 hour. And to make matters worse, we then printed a red dot after the green dot on the 2 hour. And like I said, we're waiting for a little bit of some bullish divergences on the 4 hour. Last time I saw a bullish divergence, folks, I don't know if I had shared this with you. Might have been, I had the lines. I lost the lines. I think it was January. Oh, I do remember. I remember. It was January 15th or so. All right, so let's scroll down. January 15th. This was right after Blackrock or the ETS were launched. And so if we look here, this is the 4 hour. This is January. And yeah, I think it's right here. Yep, right here. We did get a little bit of a 4 hour bullish divergence. And we got a little bit of a pump. And if you look from the wick, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. 5%. So if anything, I'm not looking at any kind of long-term support. If you are trading off this 4 hour divergence, maybe be wary and you might want to take a little bit of profits. Looks like we had a little bit of a hidden divergence right here, and that hidden divergence played out spectacularly. Hidden divergence means you see a stronger angle relative to this angle. So this angle is pretty close to horizontal. This one's a pretty sharp, like 90-degree angle right there. So that would be a hidden divergence. But back to Cardano, I saw something pretty scary. I'm going to fudge you. I'm going to freak you out here. It's Cardano Bitcoin. And on the daily, I didn't like what I was seeing, folks. I didn't like what I was seeing at all. ADA Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah, look at that. We have broken that support. This support has been a strong support for a long time here. Let me take off this halving. Hide. Get out of my way. Yeah, you can see we bounced off it, and it was freaking just fireworks after that. And so, folks, could get ugly. Could get ugly. We need to flip this into support ASAP. And so, what I'm seeing in the Cardano charts, I am not liking. If we look at just Cardano with fiat, those, I don't even know what that horizontal line was. 4 hour. Let's pull up a little Lux Algo indicator. Yeah, we see bearish divergence. Bearish divergence form. That would have been a great short, and you'd be pretty good in profit. I don't like shorting during a bull market, and especially coins that I like. But if you, oh my God, really? Wow. So this is the 3-day chart. Yeah, that short has played out in a very, very major way.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. 36 days. Cardano has fallen 50%.
Cardano has no chill.
Right now, though, I feel like that feels just in a vacuum. That feels oversold to me. What would you say? I feel a little oversold.
I mean, yeah, most of the altcoins are way oversold right now. I'm not a RSI guy, but I would imagine that is the case with many of these. But we did hit 350 likes, so I have to contractually share my pick.
All right, what do you got? What do you got for the degens in the chat that stuck around?
And you can pull this up on CoinMarketCap. It is Neutron.
Neutron, okay. This is based off the movie, right? Jimmy Neutron.
I wish. It's a Cosmos play, runs on Osmosis, integrated application network. It's an app chain. Neutron enables developers to build breakthrough applications, onboard users from anywhere. It's like a multi-chain thing. It's pretty cool. It's on Osmosis. It's on Cosmos. It's in a really good buying position right now. Entry point. I'm looking at Neutron again. When I'm buying crypto now, I'm not buying anything in the top 50, barely anything in the top 100, because I want those like 25, 30Xs. Neutron has the chops for that, because I think the narrative is going to be changing back to modular blockchains, and we're going to see a kind of a renaissance of Cosmos and Celestia and Injective and all that stuff. So Neutron.
All right, Neutron is down 65% from its all-time high.
Yep.
One thing I do not care for, though, the money flow is deep in the red. In fact, the money flow just took a fresh dump, probably because of Bitcoin's price action. So we need to see this money flow flip into the little bullish area. But RSI, very, very oversold. RSI, almost negative 90. And so that's pretty high levels. If we look right there, last time it was in the 90s, kind of went flat, but then there's a major dump. So the market will want to reverse at a certain point. But with that money flow in the red like that, it looks a little scary. Do we see money flow maybe flipping bullish? 4 hour, maybe not so much.
I don't really trade on the hourlies. I trade on the daily and the weekly. So I'm just looking at long term. All my stuff is long term.
All right. Well, I'm kind of looking at the money flow here, though. So I mean, hey, I could see potential money flow curvature. I could potentially see a little curvature. We do have some pretty strong bullish or hidden divergence here on the RSI as well. So actually, on the short term, looks like you are definitely due for a bounce on Neutron. I would say that one's looking pretty good. Sick. All right, just checking on the trade one quick time before we wrap it up. We're still in profit, but Jesus Christ, that ADA. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop. I'm not walking away with zero profit. Pretty frustrating. I don't care if I got to do it all the way to that wick right there and only make $2. I will walk away profit. The TIA trade's still doing well. I kept this one open for chat. And if we look, let's see, we started the stream, 10:30. And so I wrote this thing down for you guys. Wow. About an hour and 10 minutes. Wow. So I took one for the team there.
Wow, you found the grenade for everyone live on camera.
Yeah. I felt the pain, so you didn't have to. All right, folks, that's all we got. I think it's been a great show. Please hit that like button. Josh, if you're watching, stay dry. You probably didn't bring an umbrella. It's probably not an umbrella in the entire country, but you guys need it now. Nick, anything else?
No, just stay frosty.
Stay frosty, unless you're talking about your tips. Don't frost those tips.
Don't frost those tips.
90s.
Don't do it.